Hey everyone, it's Fun Around. My name is Jordan. This video will be for Monday's slate for MLB baseball. I have two batters that I really like. And just as a side note, I think I'm going to start a TikTok. I've been on YouTube for 2.5 years and don't really have any other platforms. And I know there's some days like yesterday where I just didn't really have much time the night before to put together a full-fledged video, which could take a couple of hours of research to put together. But if I made a TikTok, I could just find a guy I really like and then just put up a nice quick video. Just another platform in a different base to put content out there. So just keep an eye out for it. There's definitely in the cards. Probably will make an account tomorrow. But anyway, for this video, you will see images that come up on the screen right there. That's from a data app called Outlier. There will be a link in the description for a 7-day free trial for Outlier. And as always, these players are the baseline is to get a hit, and then we hope everything stems off of that. Multiple hits, all that good stuff, RBIs and runs. I'm going to start with the pitcher like I always do, talk about how bad they've been, and then break down the batter that I like to go against them. So the first pitcher that I'm going to go against is going to be a Rockies pitcher. It's pretty common. I normally go straight to the Rockies pitcher, and then I see if there's anyone hot going up against him. So this pitcher is going to be Bradley Blaylock, right-handed pitcher, giving up a 4.11 average to left-handed batters and a 3.41 average in the month of July. Just absolutely awful. He'll be playing against Cleveland, and I know I said a couple video, I think it was last video, that the switch hitters were the ones that had ruined my nice streak I had going, but those were switch hitters who hadn't done well on the year against a pitcher at a certain spot, and were heating up at that time frame. But this is a switch hitter who has been hot all year long, consistent all year long. So it's going to be Jose Ramirez, switch hitter of the Guardians. He will be batting on the left-handed side. It's not his better side, but it's still a good side for him. He's hitting 280 against right-handed pitchers, and he's still strong hitting from the left-handed side, hitting 17 of his 21 home runs versus right-handed pitching. And over the last 7 games, he's hitting 333 with 9 hits, 4 RBIs, and 7 runs. You see total bases up on the screen. I put that there just because it looks like a consistent prop. And talk to the AI to get a prediction and probability. Prediction, it sees that he hits... So the AI says that he has a 40% hard hit rate that excels against righties, and his prediction is an extra base hit or better. Probability is 80% chance for a hit, 26% for a home run, 55 for a run, 50 for an RBI, and 10 to 12 fantasy points. So take that as you may. So before I get into this second batter, if you guys could, please like the video. If you haven't, please subscribe to the channel. If you have a little bit of extra time, could leave a comment for the algorithm. You can just put a W there. And also, if you want to get away from Prizepicks, try out some other apps with more options, dynamic payouts. Check out Underdog Fantasy, Sleeper, ParlayPlay, ChalkBoard, or better. Underdog's matching your first deposit up to $1,000. The rest are doing up to $100. Links are in the description. I'll take you straight there. Promo code is FINAROUND11. And this next pitcher, I went after him last time, is Andre Palante of the Cardinals, right-handed pitcher. He's actually giving up a worse average to right-handed batters, a 286 average, and to left-handed batters, he's giving up a 243 average. So not terrible against left-handed batters. He's giving up a 378 average over his last 2 starts, and I found a left-handed batter that is hot right now, so I'm going to go with the lefty on righty matchup, even though he's been a little bit worse against righties. I still believe in the opposite side matchup here, and it happens to be another switch hitter for the Marlins who has just been on fire, and he has been batting well all season long. So the left side is his better side, hitting 316 on the year against right-handed pitching. And then over his last 7 games, he's hitting 370 with 10 hits, 2 RBIs, and 5 runs. He is definitely not a home run threat with just 1 on the year, but he is a guy who can hit a single, and he is a steal threat. What you see is fantasy scores, and so fantasy scores getting multiple hits, going to get him over there, over the hump. Some runs in there, RBIs, and stolen bases are huge for fantasy scores. So that is definitely a consistent prop for him. And AIs, and then consulting with AI, says lower power hit is its prediction, with upside for steals and runs. Like I mentioned, 85% chance for a hit and 50% chance for 2 hits. 50% chance for a run, 40% for an RBI, and then 8 to 10 fantasy points projected. So 2 different switch hitters that I like with their matchups. There were some other guys I saw, like always. There are some other bad pitchers going. I feel pretty good about these 2 guys. So if you guys would like to discuss lines further, I have a Discord. Link is in the description. Hop on in there. That is completely free. You can talk about baseball, WNBA, all that good stuff. And I would love to see you jump on in there. And as far as a recap goes, I had Jackson Holiday going up against Antonio Senzatella of the Rockies, and it was not looking good for a while. The Orioles were just lighting up Senzatella, and Jackson Holiday was like the lonely guy who had not got a hit. Came around to the 8th inning, and he ended up getting a hit and knocking in a run, I believe, and then getting a run. And then I checked later, and he had a second hit. We came back around the next inning and got another hit. So he ended up with 2 hits, so a multi-hit game. And then I went after Matthew Liberatore of the Cardinals with Manny Machado. He ended up with a 2-hit game as well. So I had 2 guys with multi-hit games, and hopefully we can get that done for Monday. So like I mentioned, I've never really had a TikTok before, but I feel like that's the next platform to try to move over to after 2.5 years. I know Twitter's like its own beast, but it's just like, I don't know, just typing it all out and just having, these written things. It just feels more natural just to go to another like video type platform. And maybe one day I'll be on Twitter, but pretty much a one-man show. I think my wife's going to help me out with the TikTok stuff, so we'll see how that all goes. But there definitely could be days where there's not a full-fledged video on YouTube, but TikTok will have its own plays randomly pop up, or it could be a video, or it could be a play from YouTube just with like a prop that I found the next day that I really liked, based off hit rate and stuff like that. Because so the YouTube would be like baseline to get a hit, and then TikTok would have like the actual bet that I placed with that guy. So all kinds of things that I can do with that, but I'm just throwing out the ideas. So I'm going to get this one edited and get it out to you all. God bless you. It's final round. My name is Jordan. I will catch you on the next one. Bye.